As we heard Ty Lue say, one of the big things is the team has
looked to push. Both teams missed their first shots of the ball game.
You see them trying to corral Paul George as he pushes the ball in transition.
George, long two, knocks it.
They've won 2 games while holding opponents. That means the defense must be doing pretty well. I'm going to re-swing pass for the open shot.
Tough pass for Sohan, and they are lucky to hold on. 7 to shoot. Sohan from the foul line. Jumper is good. Out on the wing with him with 10 to shoot. George, rhythmic 3 after a nice pass from Leonard. It's
Defensive player lost sight of him, and that's how Kawhi was able to hit him with that pass.
Pocket pass into Pirtle to the rim. Again, counted Spurs. Bates Diop with the block, and now Pirtle back the other way. Bates Diop rumbles to the rim, lays it up and late. Going off of on that last game, and the best part about it is Batum gets a clean look from 3 and knocks it down. The 3-point shooter, just 6 of 35 coming into the game here tonight. Wall, nice pass in the corner to Jackson. A rough script.
They're playing basically with a lot of wings out there. You've all got to go in and grab your share of defensive rebounds.
9th time the Spurs have trailed by the Spurs. His 7th on the season cuts the lead down to 7. Wall orchestrating the lob to Jackson, makes the grab, draws the contact. The possession before, knocking down that catch-and-shoot 3. Johnson backs down on Wall, surveys the scene. Batum comes over to help, but too late, and Johnson. The Clippers look to push. Wall behind the back, down the lane to an open Jackson. In the corner to Powell for 3. Put that one. Lob to George out of the timeout. Oh!
Wall, right where it had to be.
McDermott tiptoes down the lane. Clever foot.
Coming off the bench, giving Pop some big nights so far.
Struggled a little bit of late. Powell, his second in this first quarter. Back the other way. George goes to work on Richardson, creates space, steps. Spurs out in front by that margin as well. Under a minute to play. George feeling good, lets it fly. Why not? Currently for the Clippers. Wall into the paint, surveys the scene, back to George, catch and shoot 3. Oh!
Coach, substitute for a player who's on a roll like that, don't you, Brack?
12 straight minutes for Paul George, and they were electric. He had 18. Jones down the lane and down.
6 and 6.
Lob to Leonard, makes the grab and flushes everybody, including Kawhi Leonard.
McDermott teeing it up, the 3 from down.
Clippers lead by 15. McDermott dribble drive into the paint, off the window. He gets it ahead to Jones. Bates Diop down the lane, in traffic, and lays it into play in this first half. Clippers have led by as many as 18. Powell looks to take advantage of the big on him, and he does, and he knocks, has it poked out of his hands. Jones with Leonard to beat. Brave line. Powell alone in the corner, provokes a 3. It's good. No.
To the game.
We saw this 2 weeks ago. Clippers led by as many as 17. Spurs would come back and take a 10-point lead in the ballgame. Kawhi, mid-range, book it. Eldon Johnson yet to get going for San Antonio, picked up by Powell. Momentary double, goes up and under, misses, follows his mid.
Pirtle made Reggie change that shot, had to mark it just a little bit more than he wanted to, and there you see that so flat coming out of his hands. You got to get it up a little bit more.
Jackson, a catch and shoot 3 with the result. Did a lot of good things there, got a little lucky as well. Johnson challenging Zoo and lays it in. Johnson plays up top to Morris. Back to Jackson. George, the catch and shoot 3. A roof scrape. Any more admiration for a player than I do for Moses Brown, and these times he's been called upon, having not played much of the year, has come up big.
Moses Brown brings when he comes in. They're active on the glass, running the floor, and there's that little floater.
Has 13 of 24 from a three-point line. Paul George, electric. He is 8 of 12 from the field with a game-high 21. Richardson knocks it down to 18. Clippers with 21 makes, 19 assists. Jackson, pump fake, baseline drive, lobs it to Moses Brown. Good defense inside there by both McDermott and Pirtle, but Brown recovers and lays it in.
Reggie said, that's what I was trying to do.
Pump fake, baseline drive, lobs it to Moses Brown. Good defense inside there by both McDermott and Pirtle, but Brown recovers. Jones, 8 to shoot, Pirtle, runner, it's good. He's a free agent at year's end. Leonard to an open Morris for three. We saw a lot of open corner three.
That one is a matter of catching it, teeing it up, and letting it go.
Pirtle, another runner. 10 minutes to play in this third quarter. Here is Leonard. Jab step, jump shot, bucket for Kawhi
Leonard, because if they put him on the elbow area, he turns and faces. There's not much the defender could do.
Nice play there, but 71-56. An uninspiring third quarter, really on both sides. Leonard creating space, flicks the wrist and knocks down. Make a highly educated guess. I would say that's not in the cards for a little while. They probably want to get him going for starter minutes before they look to back.
Is that bad of me to be selfish? On back-to-back games.
Jackson.
And all of a sudden is he coming after a steal, and you dribble it off your own foot.
Sohan mid-range jumper is good. Kawhi's played 6 minutes in this third quarter. Will likely probably take. Kawhi has said, look, we're going to enter a dark tunnel as Wall goes right down the lane. First half assists in the first half, 9 of which came in the first quarter. Bates Diop for the three. It's good.
Yes, in the league in opponent's field goal percentage and opponent's points per game.
Morris. Under 5 to play in the third. Clippers looking for their 10th win of the year. And give them to 10-7. And despite some struggles for the Clippers to start, have to do a lot of work, and their schedule is going to get very difficult as we go forward. Morris drives around the rookie, lifts it to the corner of the man, makes the grab, flings his wrist. Now the Clippers jump back out on top now by 21.
I'm just going to say it's the hard work that Terrence Mann puts in before the game out there with the assistant coaches. Probably shot 50 to 75 three-pointers.
A power play, Wall lobs it to Mann. Won't get the credit on the assist, but that was a laser. Johnson forcing the issue inside, not afraid of contact. Game for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there for the fourth quarter. They lob it to him. He makes the grab and lays. And so far for Kawhi, if that's why you're wondering why he is out there, they're going to try to get him as many minutes as they can up to his restriction, which is the Spurs. McDermott catch and shoot three. It's good. Leonard. Powell splits a pair of defenders, swims with the Sharks inside.
Get the defenders to leave their feet. They didn't leave it, but he laid it up, and here he comes in attack mode.
Back to out. Here's Reggie, sets his feet, fires the three. Reggie has taken Trey. Reggie leaks out. He's got a defender to beat.
How would you start to rotate towards John Wall and leave Powell wide open? You want them to pass it to John Wall. Based on percentage.
We won't see him the rest of the night, but a job well done from him. 11 points and 4 assists. Wall foul line jumper is good. Second bucket, but he helped set the tone for the Clippers back in that first quarter. Roby catch and shoot three. Nice rebound inside. Nice play there. Hall the other way and lobs it up high. It's deflected and Bassi comes away with it. Roby into Bassi, feathery touch for the
Birds need tonight after the game is over to get him back ready for the next game.
Well, during the breaks, people at home can't see that. He's out throwing. The good news is the Clippers have put the Spurs at the line on any whistle going forward, so we'll have one more opportunity. Oh, Norman Powell. And they're starting to fall for the Clippers, much the way they did for the Spurs to start the year. Nice play by Moses. The 100 seconds remain for the Clippers to notch their 10th win of the season. Coffee down the lane and lays it. 2 of 8 coaches that have won a championship. There's